Good evening and welcome to the 6A Girls State Basketball Tournament. We're at Koch Arena in Wichita for tonight's Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. It's the 2023 Girls 6A State Title game as you've got the defending state champs, the 5 seed of Topeka's Washburn Rural, taking on the 3 seed of Blue Valley North. Hi everybody, Kevin Wyke along with Michael Watson and Dion Clisso. Welcome to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Well, everybody gave up on this Washburn Rural team because they lost Zoe Canfield, who's headed to KU and one of the best players on the Lady Blues. But they have a chip on their shoulder. They made it to the championship game against this very talented Blue Valley North team. Yeah, they have championship DNA. They're very well coached. And, you know, Brooklyn DeLay can go and get a bucket. Just a phenomenal athlete on the volleyball side, but also a phenomenal basketball player as well. Time now for the Hy-Vee player profile. And speaking of Brooklyn DeLay, how about her basketball numbers, Michael? I mean, come on, a double-double, 14.5 points, 12.5 rebounds. She can really get her shot from inside out and does a great job on the defensive end as well. The super sophomore for North is Jalea Davis. Yeah, Jalea Davis. I mean, that's why all these D1 college scouts are in attendance here tonight. You see those numbers, 19.5 points, 9.5 rebounds for the sensational sophomore. She's going to have to come up big if they're going to have an opportunity to win here tonight. Do the Lady Blues defend, or does Blue Valley North get it done here in Wichita? It's the girls 6A state title game, and lineups and tip-off coming up next. And there you look at the Blue Valley North girls being introduced by the public address announcer here at Koch Arena. They come in at 20-4. They tied for 3rd in the EKL. That's a very tough league. St. Thomas Aquinas won a state championship earlier today. And once again, they are the 3 seed. Washburn Rural is the 5 seed. As there's Ann Fritz, 27th year, over 600-plus wins, 3 state titles, but her last state title coming in 05. So it's been a while. And Ann would celebrate her 25th anniversary of her winning her first championship back in 1998 if she wins today. And of course her husband is Ed Fritz, who's got 5 state titles. She can creep up on her husband there on the state title tallies as well. And Washburn Rural 18-5. They won the Centennial League. They are once again the 5 seed. The Lady Blues come in after beating Lawrence and Blue Valley in their first 2 state games, and they're coached by Kevin Bordewick, 14th year as the girls basketball coach, 28 years with the volleyball. He's won 8 state titles, including this past fall in volleyball, and he's won 2 state basketball titles, including that one last spring. So he's had a pretty good run. 10 state titles in all, 8 on volleyball, 2 on basketball. His lineup looking like this: Lutz, Hink, Hallgren, Bunk, and the volleyball star, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in Kansas. He's headed to Kentucky to play volleyball, but he's leading scorer and leading rebounder, Brooklyn DeLay, for Washburn Rural. There she is, slapping hands with her teammates. And for Ann Fritz, her lineup is young. She's got some very good sophomores, 3 sophomores and a junior and 1 senior. Parks, Shaw, and Davis are the sophomores, and then the older Davis sisters a junior, and then Nyla Hale, kind of the underrated senior on the team, averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds. Officials for this girls 6A matchup: Patrick Kreider, Ben Booth, and Scott Goodhart. Blue Valley North beating Wichita Southeast, who threw in 9 threes. They beat them by 12 points, and then they beat Derby in the semifinals. Derby features the Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year and McDonald's All-American Addie Brown. She got 24, but Blue Valley North wins at 50-42. Leah Davis, 6'2", to jump center against 6'2" Brooklyn DeLay, and I think we are ready for our final championship game here. The girls 6A state title game from Wichita. It'll be Topeka's Washburn Rural to run the first set of the night. And they'll turn it over on their first set.
You see the size advantage. I mean, it's just evident on the floor right now for Blue Valley North. Let's see how Rural plays that coming out right now on a man-to-man.
Logan Parks, another girl that's a star volleyball player, but playing basketball. She had some big baskets in the semifinals at 8 points. Aubrey Shaw got her shooting eye back on straight. She was struggling with her shot, but she had 14 points in that semifinal win. Jalea Davis at 27 in the first game, 12 in the second. She's their big star. Let's see if they go to her early. She's calling for it in the post. Ball is deflected, stolen by Hink. She's got great speed as a soccer player. Blows the layup and give it back to Blue Valley North. Quick outlet to Jalea Davis. Going to go against Lutz, and she'll put it off the glass for the first points of the game.
I mean, you just see the size and the strength that time from Jalea Davis, showing the speed, getting up the floor, but I love playing in control, able to get that layup to go.
High post now. And here's Lutz with it. Lutz has 8 threes throughout the tournament. Double team comes on delay, and she finds her teammate. Can't hit from the inside. Now Brooklyn will put it off the glass and tie the ball game.
That's a good job by Brooklyn Delay, staying with the rebound on the offensive glass.
And now another interception by Hink. Speedy little guard with 2 steals early on. And she throws it over her head and in. Kate Hink.
Well, that's going to be the key tonight. Pushing the ball up the floor, trying to get easy buckets.
Pass inside, deflected out. Last touch by the Lady Blues.
Take a look at the last couple of buckets so far. Nice rebound and put back by Delay, and on the run out after the steal. Nice job of shielding the defender with the body and then scooping it for the score.
Screen for Shaw. The left-hander connects. 2-point mid-range jumper for Aubrey Shaw, who's the little sister of Aiden Shaw, who plays for the Missouri Tigers on the men's side.
That's a nice looking jump shot as well. We know she can shoot it from deep. And that's a double dribble.
Hank lost the handle, then chased it down and got called for the turnover. She has a couple of early steals. She's one of the super sophomores on the Tenley bunk. They have on the squad. They got a bunch of good-looking freshmen coming up, but the big story with them was, as now Blue Valley North throws it away, was the injury to Zoe Canfield. She's sitting on the bench, big knee brace after having surgery. I talked to her, and she said the rehab is going ahead of schedule. She's already had her surgery, and she hopes to be playing basketball late this summer. I wish her all the best. She's a KU commit. She's averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. She's just having to sit on the bench and watch her teammates. Tell she's nervous.
Yeah.
Her leg bouncing up and down her good knee as she watches her teammates, because she said she cares for these girls. She wants them to do well. There's Logan Parks to leave now to Tierra Davis. Hale working against the man-to-man. Yeah, it's been tight. And now here's Logan Parks letting it go. Long range to 3, no good.
Yeah, great defense that time by Washburn, not allowing any lanes for penetration and coming away with the rebound.
Nice rebound there by Karlgren. Chloe's had a good state tournament, double figures in both the games. Also, Lutz has had a big state tournament, double figures both games, set 8 threes, and Brooklyn Delay, they've been the 3 that got them here to the championship. That's Tenley Bunk with a miss, and back comes Blue Valley North, and a whistle foul. Hink reach-in foul for Washburn Rule. And Fritz has 3 state titles winning as a coach. She won 3 state titles when she was a student at Shawnee Mission East. She won a couple volleyball state titles and a basketball state title. Went on to play college basketball at Nebraska. 4-4 lockup halfway through the first quarter as DeLay all over Parks, the two volleyball girls.
Nice rip through by Shaw. No easy lanes right now so far. Great job.
That was Lutz getting a hand on the pass that time.
And she's playing on a low block and has definite size disadvantage, but playing strong so far.
Hale to play in from the baseline. And a illegal screen. I think it was Logan Parks with the illegal screen. Take a look at Coach Bordewick. We get a timeout for Blue Valley North. As the offense not really clicking for both teams early on, as we check in with our sideline reporter. Here's Dion Glisso.
Well, guys, the one thing I see is that Blue Valley North, they're trying to get the ball into the post, but they're not really attacking the basket with the dribble either. Too much outside, and I'm sure that's what Coach Fritz is talking about now on the sidelines.
Teams are high-powered offenses throughout the year. Washburn Rural plays in the Centennial League, which they won, and then Blue Valley North didn't win the EKL. They finished tied for third. Couldn't win a state championship. Got second in their own tournament. The KMO Raytown beat them earlier this year, 51-48. They lost to St. James, St. Thomas Aquinas, and Blue Valley. So the EKL's been hard on Blue Valley North, but it's a tough girls basketball league, along with Bishop Miege playing for a state championship today.
Yeah, always tough, but it really gets you ready for this run through sub-state and down to state. See if they're able to close it out tonight. So far, not playing. Oh, nice block.
Jalea Davis got a piece of the shot, ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Blues.
You see the athleticism that has made her one of the top recruits in the area. That time with a nice block shot. Take a look at it right here. Coming over, help side, and goes up and gets it.
Parks tipped out by Colgren. Blue Valley North will keep at the baseline. Come in winners of their last 6. Team that went to now another illegal screen, and it's the same person, Logan Parks. So back-to-back illegal screens on Parks. She's probably going to check out. Yeah, they're going to go smaller with Ashley Alverson checking in, and Parks will sit down with those 2 fouls. Alverson's a small guard three-point shooter, where Logan Parks is a 6-foot sophomore athletic girl that plays on the inside. So they'll change how their offense will be created. Here's Hink back to DeLay. Now Hink, a little runner down the baseline, air ball. Jalea Davis the rebound. Finds her sister. Now here's Shaw. Nyla Hale driving the right side. He's fouled by Lutz. Non-shooting foul, ball at the baseline to the Mustangs. Ashley Alverson, second on the team in threes, will play it in. Into Hale, and she's fouled again by Lutz. So Lutz gets 2 quick ones, just like Parks did.
Yeah.
Lutz has been a valuable player. She scored 14 and 19 in their first 2 state games, as Nyla Hale will go to the stripe. Nyla is 64% foul shooter.
We got Kansas University women's associate head coach Terry Nooner out here watching the women's basketball. We all know him from his days at KU and Raytown with Tyron Lue, and before that at Lincoln Prep. That last free throw is missed, but he's down here to watch some women's basketball, and we talked about Jalea and what she can do, and a lot of good schools in the crowd tonight.
Hank the drive and kick. Colgren for 3,
nice.
And it's good. Chloe Colgren.
Penetration and kick. Find the shooter, knock it down.
Big bucket for them. That's like 2 minutes without scoring, and now another miss, and Brooklyn DeLay with the rebound. She gets 9 rebounds per game. does shoot the three occasionally. She's not just a post-up player, back to the basket player. Now the ball is stolen by Alverson. Nice defense by Ashley.
Great defense on ball. Nice pick and roll.
Yes. Jalea short arms it. Rebounded by Colgren.
Yeah, got hit in the lip a little bit.
Destiny Oaks is checked in. She's more of a frontline player for Coach Bordewick. He does not go deep. Neither of these teams go very deep. They only go about 6 or 7. Drive and kick. Hank open for 3. And rebounded away by Nyla Hale.
And neither team shooting particularly well in this first quarter.
Inside, Jalea Davis drawing defenders around her. Finds her sister. Now here's Nyla Hale for 3. Ball tipped out, controlled by Nyla Hale. Another possession now for the Mustangs. Pump it back inside. And the ball is saved in. Nice play by Hink at the baseline as she able to tightrope it and get it to her teammate. Under a minute to play in your first quarter. 7-5 ball game for Blue Valley North, the 3 seed. Taking on the 5 seed, but defending state champions of Washburn Rule.
And they come out, they're not intimidated right now by the size of Blue Valley North. They're playing their game, penetrating and kick. 7 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Ain't going to work as the clock winds down. Alverson with a foul. She thought she got a clean block there as she's
so
a little surprised. And the officials will say 2 free throws now for Hink. Kate Hink, all that speed, track athlete. She's a soccer girl, and she's a left-handed shooter. She misses the first of the 2. Averages 6 points on the year. And Shaw the rebound, has to shoot it from half court. And she'll miss wide left. End of 1, 6A girls state tournament. And it's a 7-5 ball game. Favoring a Washburn Rule on the big 3 by Colgren. Seven-5 ball game. Not much scoring first quarter. If you get a look at the pep band for Blue Valley North here at Koch Arena, Wichita, Kansas. Kevin White, Deion Clisso, and Michael Watson. Down here in Wichita, Sedgwick County to call the 6A girls state title game for 2023. Big 3 there by Chloe Holgren. Senior leaders for this team. Volleyball, softball girl. Got a sister that's a freshman on the team. But that big 3 making the difference as we start playing the second quarter. Shaw, Hale, Alverson, Davis, and the other Davis, the older Davis sister. The ball is tied up, and the arrow will go to Washburn Rule.
That's great defense.
Lineup for Rule. They got Hink, Lutz.
Take a look right here. Didn't even see her coming over, and both hands on the ball.
Yeah,
Causing that jump ball.
That's Hank, the scrapper. Holgren out there with Hank and Lutz and DeLay and Bunk. And here's Bunk for 3, short. And the ball goes out. Last touch by the Lady Blues. Not much scoring thus far in this ball game. Early second quarter. Let's see if they can get Jalea Davis going. And now Shaw misdribble and turns the ball over.
Yeah, just unforced turnover that time, and we were about to say, got to get Davis going. But
and there is Brooklyn DeLay with her second field goal. And the turnovers piling up for North. They've already got 8. And that's never a good sign. You're not scoring the basketball and you're turning the ball over against the defending state champs. That's not going to make Ann Fritz happy.
Look at the find Jalea Davis. I mean, she has only 2 points, but not even a lot of looks at the rim
not a lot
right
of
now.
Touches, really.
Yeah.
Maybe Katie Alverson can hit a three. She's a good three-point shooter. Here's Hale with the runner, no good. Delay the rebound. The offense still stuck in the mud. For Blue Valley North is Delay quickly up the floor, finds her teammate underneath. Bank shot, no. Delay, the stick back.
Nice job pushing the tempo. Delay passing it. Teammates miss. Following up with a nice layup, and Rural is out 11-5.
Trying to get untracked offensively is Blue Valley North. Alverson, Davis, now back to Hale. Playing man-to-man, tough defense.
Davis calling for the ball down low, but no one is.
Alverson across the paint. Can't hit the bank, and there's Delay with a rebound. Brooklyn Delay. Leading rebounder on the team. Marty has 5 here in the first half. Hink, 3, overshot it. And Shaw, weak side rebound. Now Alverson setting up the offense. I feel like it's stuck in second gear and the engine's revving and nothing's going on.
Yeah, North not particularly fond of shooting outside shots. Now Davis has a touch, but has to give it up.
Played inside to Shaw, triple teamed. Every time the ball goes inside, the ball is triple teamed. Now the ball going to be tied up, and the arrow will go to Blue Valley North.
Take a look right here. Bodies going to the ground. There's Shaw right there able to tie it up. And retain possession. Blue Valley North only 5 points. Haven't scored so far in the second quarter.
Once again, their biggest scorers, Shaw and Davis. Having trouble getting the ball, and now Caldron with the steal and a frustration foul by Davis. Now Ann Fritz gives her a piece of her mind, and she's frustrated that now she's going to sub out of the game. This team is just not firing on all cylinders offensively. Throw it in to Delay. Now Caldron. Ball movement is very good as they'll get a wide open look here and bury it. Tinley bump.
Nice job, great ball movement. You called it for the wide open shot.
The other way, Hale driving and drawing a foul on Brooklyn Delay, and will shoot 2. Nyla Hale, 64% foul shooter. Foul number 1 on Brooklyn. Hale 1 for 3 at the stripe. We'll get another one. Ann Fritz says she's their most improved player and definitely a college prospect.
Really impressed so far with Washburn Rural. Here's a 1-2-2 full court look from Blue Valley North. They've done a great job of handling that pressure.
Brooklyn Delay, the pass fake and then drive. Nice moves by Brooklyn.
Well, Brooklyn Delay looks like the Division I basketball recruit out here tonight.
I mean, she's an elite athlete.
You can tell.
Yeah, I mean, she's the girl that volleyball's her #1 sport, but hey, play pretty good basketball too. And I'm out here playing, and same with Logan Parks. She's the game's leading scorer with 8 points. And now Delia Gregory, a sophomore, has checked in. So Ann going to her bench, just trying to find some answers offensively. Now they get it out to Hale for a 3, short, and the rebound taken by Caldron.
Yeah, North doesn't have any three-point shooters on the floor, so. Oh my goodness!
Brooklyn Delay from deep. Game high 11. It's all Lady Blues here in the first half. A 19-6 start. as they're putting it on the EKL zone, Blue Valley North Mustangs.
Well, doing a great job of breaking the press. Watch a nice pump fake, ball fake, with the finish, and then no one closes out fast enough, and DeLay is able to knock down a three to push the lead out to 13 this first half.
Earlier in the girls' third place game, we saw Derby win over Blue Valley from the EKL 43-30. Addie Brown completed her high school career. How about this game for the Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year? 19 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists. Headed to Iowa State. And then Jade Wooten for the Blue Valley Tigers headed to Oklahoma State. She finished with 16, but nobody will forget Jade Wooten. She last couple of years made some big plays, scored a lot of points for the Blue Valley Lady Tigers. And Fritz getting in some ears there, Michael.
Definitely.
She's not happy with how our girls are performing thus far, and they're getting whooped here in the second quarter at 19-6.
Yeah, just the effort, especially for the Mustangs on the defensive end, not closing out to shooters, allowing them to get wide open looks.
Screen for Shaw. Her jumper not there. DeLay with another rebound. She's got 6 rebounds to go along with 11 points. So she's the leading rebounder in the game and the leading point getter with 11. And now Alverson nearly got the steal. Good hustle by Ashley there. Lutz goes behind the back. Nifty moves there by Mariah. Now they work the baseline, and Hallgren drawing the Blue Valley North foul and will shoot 2. Whistle the foul underneath on Nyla Hale. Chloe Hallgren, 6-foot senior. And that big three, and she kind of got them rolling early on with that three out of the corner when they were struggling offensively. Averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds, but she's been in double figures in both state games.
You got to make a concentrated effort to get the ball to Jalea Davis if you're Blue Valley North. And Coach Fritz, see the frustration from Jalea Davis so far, just not getting the touches that she usually would get.
Alverson off the glass.
Nice job penetrating with the bucket by Alverson just to stop the bleeding a little bit. Lead now down to 12.
Yeah, 5'6" sophomore averaging 4 points per game. And now a three, no good there by Bunk. And back come the Mustangs quickly into their offense. Alverson can shoot that three, and she back irons it. And Lutz with the long rebound for the Lady Blues, leading 20-8. Coming up in 2 minutes and some change, we got Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. We're down in Wichita, 6A Girls State Championship on the line. Blue Valley Northwest boys.
Man, what a game.
Yeah, win it over Wichita Heights earlier, and now this is the girls' crack at the state crown. Wichita Heights couldn't repeat, but Washburn Rural could repeat as they've got the lead here. Late stages of the first half. Blue Valley North struggling offensively as we get a timeout. That was taken by Coach Bordewick as his girls up 20-8. Bordewick, a big-time volleyball coach and a big lover of our volleyball slam that we have on Spectrum Sports. Is his team there every year, it seems like, and he just loves that early competition, loves it being televised on Spectrum Sports, and always raves about that event there at St. James, the volleyball slam we have every year in August as we check in with Dion.
Well, guys, the one thing I've noticed about Blue Valley North is maybe a little bit better after that made basket. Their body language has not been good from the start of this game. They got frustrated early on, really haven't gotten their offense, and they just haven't even had that kind of rah-rah moment to kind of get each other going.
Well, they need a big bucket somewhere to snap them out of this funk.
Well, you got to get to Jalea Davis, and she was frustrated earlier, because she wasn't able to get opportunities to just touch the basketball. When she does, she was triple teamed down there. on a couple of possessions, and so they're going to have to drop some stuff.
Over the top to Brooklyn DeLay.
Good
block by Jalea Davis. And then we got a foul underneath. I think it was a frustration foul by DeLay trying to get the ball back.
Nice job of blocking without fouling by Jalea Davis. You see how long she is, such an athlete as well.
DeLay got a piece of Alverson's head there. She got the foul. That's 2 fouls, though. Keep in mind, DeLay is their most valuable player on the floor as they go inside to Tiara Davis with her first field goal. Nice look by Alverson.
Yeah, nice penetration and drop off by Alverson to Davis for the bucket.
Screen high by DeLay. Kind of like zoom action as the guards work the three-point line. Then Lutz from the baseline. DeLay can't get the rebound, but tips it to her teammate for another chance. Here's Hink. Trying to get it to Lutz. The defense is good there by Alverson and Gregory, the 2 speed girls, the 2 sophomores off the bench that and Fritz goes and gets. Gregory's a big-time track girl, 4x4 state placer in that, and also a soccer girl. I told you, Ann gets those soccer girls and track girls. She
Get them
wants
out there.
elite athletes on the floor. Your basketball skills, we will develop. I want the elite athletes that are walking the halls of Blue Valley North. Nice play there by Gregory with the steal. Ahead to Davis, and she's fouled, and the bucket will count. Now this is on delay. This is a big foul. This will be 3.
Yeah. And Jalea Davis heads up, knew that, slowed down to draw the contact. Watch the run out right here to Jalea Davis. She slows down and makes contact with DeLay, and she knows that's 3 on her.
So DeLay will have to sit down next to her teammate, Zoe Canfield, that torn ACL, and they can just watch. Now the youngsters out there are going to have to save the day, and also Colgren. Jalea Davis, 5 first-half points. The lead down to 7 as we wind down your first half. And a travel on Bonk, and momentum shifting as Ann Fritz's team will have plenty of time to get a shot off to end the second quarter. Boy.
Opportunity to pull it to
Yeah,
4
3
right
would
now,
be big.
after being down by 13.
Yep. That was the largest margin. I think they say 14 on the official score sheet. Now Oaks with the steal, stepping in front of Jalea Davis, and that's how the second quarter will end. They forced a pass inside to Davis, and Oaks stepping up. And Destiny, the junior, with a nice play. And we reach halftime, 20-13. The defending state champs leading in Wichita here at Coke Arena. Let's check in with Dion.
Here with Coach Bordewick. I thought defensively you guys did a good job of keeping them out of the post, and then your guards did a good job turning them over early as well.
Yeah, we still had some breakdowns, but we're turning the ball over on offense way too much. We're working pretty hard on defense. We got to take care of it down on that end.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dion. And we are at halftime. Coming back with Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights. 6A Girls State Championship from Wichita on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Ready for the start of the third quarter as the defending state champs in the white uniforms. They are the 5 seed taking on the 3 seed of Blue Valley North. Can the Lady Blues repeat? And they start out with a turnover. Jalea Davis with the steal. Here's her older sister finding Hale. Let's see if this team comes out with more fire, more offense. Speaking of Blue Valley North, reverse layup, spinning off, no. Logan Parks tried to get the rebound, and it goes off her body, out of bounds. It'll be the Junior Blues ball as we check in with Dion.
Well, I'll talk with Coach Fritz there right before the half, and she's definitely more pleased with how they finished than how they started. They felt like Washburn Rural had a little bit of she called it a junk defense with DeLay kind of just hanging down in the paint, not really guarding anybody, but they've adjusted and they're changing things up, and she likes the way the kids finished that second half.
The mad scientist Kevin Bordewick with that junk defense causing problems. Either team really hitting at all cylinders offensively, as we got a foul underneath and 2 shots coming up for Washburn Rule. And it's going to be on Jalea Davis, who can't believe it. It's 2 on Jalea, showing her frustration. And Brooklyn DeLay to shoot 2. She's the game's leading scorer now with 12. Don't know her story. She's been back-to-back Kansas Gatorade Volleyball Players of the Year. And she won a state championship in volleyball. Also plays a little soccer. She's just an elite athlete, playing with her friends and teammates at Washburn Rule. And now another turnover. Blue Valley North still not in sync. Here's Lutz for 3. Back irons it. Long rebound goes to Hink. She'll drive the baseline and then throw it away. Shaw back the other way, intercepted by Brooklyn DeLay. Sloppy basketball. Both teams, girls playing 3 straight days. They started on Thursday with their quarterfinals, Friday semifinals. So they got the scheduling disadvantage here at the state. But, you know, these girls are young. That nobody's going to take that as an excuse, but maybe something to think about. These teams don't go deep. And now the ball is kicked by Nyla Hale. Ball on the side now to Rule, as they lead it by 8 points, as Oaks checking in, and DeLay with those 3 fouls, but the game's leading rebounder and leading scorer will sit down.
Yeah, has to be careful with those 3 fouls that she has. Neither team playing particularly well to start this 3rd quarter.
Oaks driving and overshot it. Give it back to Shaw and Blue Valley North, needing to run. Inside Jalea Davis, and she is fouled and will shoot 2. As she was in post position there, and Hank came over and hit her on the arm. 2 free throws for Jalea Davis, who's had kind of a quiet night, frustrating night. She's a 70% foul shooter. Excellent in the classroom, 4.0 student. Averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds. Leads the team in steals and blocks. So lead trimmed down now to 7. Seems like that's as close as Blue Valley North can get, as Parks gets screened off by DeLay, who's quickly back in the game. She did not sit that long.
No, she didn't. Just a good job of getting her quick rest. Keep her out of foul trouble. And the 3 is home out of the corner. Tenley Bunk with her 2nd 3 of the ball game. A 3-sport sophomore athlete, volleyball, track, and basketball. And shot can't be answered back, as Logan Parks missing. Volleyball sophomore. Seems like every time North can trim it down to 7. Yeah, big shot by Washburn. Here's another 3 lined up.
Lutz can't connect on the triple, and Parks gets the rebound. Seems like they've controlled this game early on, like a defending state champ would do. And you talked to Kevin Bordewick. He said this team had a chip on their shoulder because people were writing them off once Canfield tore her ACL. They're like, no way they can repeat. They lost their best player, the KU commit. And the other girls took it as a challenge, and they're trying to get another state crown. Nyla Hale with a nice move.
That was a nice job by Hale, taking the baseline, able to finish. Let's see if that gets them going. Right now, it's been all Washburn Rule in this 3rd quarter.
And lead down to 8. Lutz drive and kick. Seen those sophomores pop from the corners, and now they'll throw it away in the corner, and that'll be a turnover. And
these last couple of buckets from Blue Valley North. I'm sorry, Washburn Rule first. Nice penetration and kick to the corner. There's Hayes with the penetration. Nice finish on the baseline to pull her team back to within 8.
Yeah, Nyla Hale is only a senior starter for this Blue Valley North squad. Working inside to Jalea Davis. Her pass intercepted. Good defense. I think that was Oaks there. Oaks comes off the bench. Good, tough player for the Lady Blues. When you lose a Zoe Canfield, you lose an Emma Kruger, you lose a Jada Ingram who decided to play volleyball only. Other players have to step up, and that's what the Lady Blues have done. Next girl up, Oaks. Runner, nope. And Bunk has the rebound, and now her teammate comes in and ties her up. That's traveling. Oh, wow. Interesting action there. I think you're supposed to say same team, same team. Yeah, she tried to take it away from her own teammate.
She was trying to come over and get it.
No, you call a travel when the same team has 4 hands on it. So play it inside. Jalea with the position, the bucket, and the foul.
She is so strong and dynamic down low. Such an athlete. Caught it low, nice power dribble up for the finish. Not playing well at all tonight are the Mustangs, but still within striking distance.
Foul on Colgren, 8-2 thus far for Jalea, the sophomore. Had a broken ankle last year, so missed a lot of time last year, but came back around late in the season in the state tournament and got her team to state. They were an 8th seed, but lost to Olathe North last year in the first round. All of a sudden, a 5-point game, and now a foul about 35 feet from the bucket by Nyla Hale. Ball on the side to the Lady Blues, trying to look for a repeat in 22 and 23. Out their star guard, Zoe Canfield. Can they do it? Lutz, inside pass, Colgren off glass, no. Hale the rebound.
Yeah, good job by Hale, and still opportunity to cut into this lead.
And now they got 2 girls guarding Jalea Davis.
Yeah.
Brooklyn DeLay is helping out. They got Colgren as the main cover, and DeLay is helping. That kind of attention that Jalea Davis is drawing underneath.
Has to stay active, and her teammates have to understand that they're playing 5-on-4 right now.
So find the open person. Now Jalea calling for it. They go in the paint to Parks, puts the shot up and
There you
good.
go.
Logan Parks.
There you go, right there. Find the open player that time coming to the middle of the zone was Parks for the nice layup.
We got a 3-point, 1-possession ball game. Lutz back the other way, drives and draws the foul. Let's check in with Dion.
One thing I'm seeing is they brought Davis out on the point that one time and she was able to score. Then they got it down to her and she's able to score the next time. And you guys were right. They've got to have some backdoor cuts when they're double teaming her, and they've got to open that offense up.
Somebody's got to be open as they're really helping as stop Jalea Davis as you take a look at Mariah Lutz. And she is averaging 6 points, but in the state tournament and wins over Lawrence and Blue Valley, she's gone for 14 and also 19 points. She had 19 on 5 threes. She had 3 threes in her second game, so she has 8 threes in the state tournament, but it's a couple of big misses, and now a 3 will tie this ball game late in the third quarter, and Blue Valley has just looked stale on offense throughout the ball game. Here's Logan Parks.
Nice.
Drives and scores, just like last night in the semifinals. Logan, whose brother's on the boys basketball team, Adam, big bucket Logan. It's the volleyball girls playing basketball are making the big plays in this ball game. DeLay and Parks.
Well, you need other people to step up. And right now, Parks has done just that.
Hank, good ball movement. Lutz for 3 and can't hit. Colgren, offensive rebound and fouled underneath. 2 shots coming up here for Chloe Colgren.
take a look at the last bucket from Blue Valley North. Nice job coming across the lane. There's Parks right here. The defender leaves, goes right in the middle. Able to get that layup.
Algren hits her first free throw. Chloe is 5 points. Well, has 6 rebounds. And just a real steady, good defensive player. Good all-around athlete. Volleyball, softball, and basketball. She's a 3-sport special athlete at Washburn Rule out of the Topeka area. Parks calling for it. And Logan on fire.
Look at Parks.
Yes, Logan stepping up big when this team needs it most.
Really is, my goodness. Doing a great job. Watch right here, coming on the weak side. Catches it and goes up strong for the finish. Let's see if he can knock this free throw down to tie this ball game up.
Oaks got the foul. This is the tie at the left-hander. Back irons it. Aubrey Shaw with the rebound. Stick back, no. And there's delay to clear the boards for the Lady Blues. She will push on the dribble. And she'll take it all the way up. Oh, can't hit the runner. Carlgren got the rebound, got it over to Hink, can't hit. And now North has it back, trying to grab the lead late third quarter, down by 1 after trailing by as many as 14 in the first half.
Alverson.
She can shoot a 3
Yeah,
here. They're laying off her. She'll fire it for the lead. Rattles off. Delay. Plenty of time. Brings it into the forecourt. Finds Lutz. Lutz will drive the right side and come up short. Hallgren got the rebound and is fouled by Alverson. Kind of nudged her with her body. She disagrees with the call as you see that face and the reaction.
Offensive rebound, and
yeah, she's kind of hip checking her there.
She definitely hip checked her a little bit. Alverson did. But the Mustangs, great job battling back in this third quarter. See if they can get a stop.
Hank driving the baseline. And they try to go underneath the delay, and the ball is saved by Chloe Hallgren. Not in time, though, to get Lutz's 3 up and in time. They said the shot would not have counted. And we're through 3. We got a ball game. Girls 6A crown on the line. Junior Blues lead it by 1 after 3. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. Let's check out your Hy-Vee highlights in this 6A Girls State Championship. And Jalea Davis early on had it going.
Yeah, had it going earlier, and then they started double and triple teaming the sensational sophomore right here with a nice block shot. And here's Shaw coming off the high screen, knocking down the jumper. But Washburn Rule right here, Delay has had a game so far. Nice rebound and putback. And here going coast to coast with the most for the bucket. Dropping it off, miss, staying with it, and the putback. Having a big game so far. It's going to be a good fourth quarter to close out this championship game.
North going inside to Jalea Davis. Bodies all over her. Rule stole it, and then Hank bit the dust, and she's shaken up. Yeah, she turned the corner and slipped and banged her knee, I think. Now, see her crying, too. That's not a good sign that she's seriously hurt. As her teammate helping her Lutz, and now they'll send Oaks in, and now Kevin Bordewick coming over to check on the little guard. Yeah, she turned the corner, and her foot gave out, and boy, you hope this isn't a serious knee injury. She goes down in a heap. I think she just slipped. You see Zoe Canfield there on the bench with that big knee brace. Let's see here. Yeah, I think she just slipped.
Yeah, just kind of slipped.
There's no body contact, so give it back to Blue Valley North, trying to grab the lead here. As they led early on, but it's been a long time since the Mustangs from the EKL have led. Alverson short arms the baseline jumper. Shaw, stick back, no. Traveling is the call.
Yeah, just kind of didn't get her footing right there off the rebound. Could have went straight back up.
14 turnovers now for Blue Valley North. That's well above their season average, so they have struggled with the turnovers. On the other side, Washburn Rule has 10, so both teams not been very efficient with the ball or take care of the ball. As we got a low-scoring affair here in the girls 6A state title game. Backdoor cut, Brooklyn delay. They go back with their money player, and she converts. She's got 14 game-high points. Trying to answer no. Jalea Davis missing point blank, and Oaks has the rebound, tied up, but now Bunk comes away with it, and we've got a foul underneath on the Mustangs. Jalea Davis frustrated as she goes back on the defensive end. She got hit in the face, I believe.
Yeah. Ties it up. Could have been a jump ball, but not called.
Lady Blues, 3-point lead and the basketball. Now playing without Hink as Lutz throws up a hook shot. And Parks with the rebound. Logan scanning the floor, now sees a driving alley and goes right in.
Nice job by Davis, kind of sealing off her man, allowing Parks to get to that bucket.
And again, Blue Valley North creeps to within one, but never can seem to get in front. 6A state title on the line between Washburn Rule, the defending state champs, the 5 seed against the 3 seed, Blue Valley North. And now Shaw, hand checking, will hear the whistle. And we'll start the 1-and-1 for the Lady Blues. And it'll be Tenley Bunk. I said to Tenley in the hallways here, I said, I've never in all my years known a girl named Tenley. How'd you get a cool name like that? She said, my mom was working in a daycare, had a young girl named Tenley, and she remembered the name and passed it on to me.
I've never heard that name either. Unique name. Tenley's balling so far tonight.
Yeah, she's hit some big threes. Can't hit the front end, and now an illegal screen on Blue Valley North. It'll be on Parks.
I just don't see it. I don't see that. She wasn't moving. She was set. She had her arms crossed to protect herself. She didn't lean into the offensive player either.
And Fritz has an official right there, and she's not really jawing with him too much. So Parks is giving him great minutes. Logan's sitting down now. She'll check out. She's had some nice rebounds, some good putbacks. I mean, she's got 8 points. She's one of their top scorers in the game. She sits down. As now I see Gregory's back on the floor, as here's Carlgren driving and drawing the foul, and will shoot 2 as Tierra Davis will hear the whistle.
And watch this. The ball is down low. She initiates contact with the elbow extension, but able to draw the foul, and the official is behind who makes that call.
And Chloe has kind of an interesting way she grips the ball. She kind of hits it on both sides of her hand like she's shooting a cantaloupe up there. You know, it's kind of a weird grip that she uses. But it seems to work for her. It worked on the first, and here's her second. And, hey, it's not, how you do it. It's how many you get.
That's
she got 2, and that's big. Again, the lead back to 3 for the defending state champs. Davis, now to Hale.
And they have 3 people around Jalea Davis down low.
Parks sitting down with some foul trouble.
No one's even guarding.
Hale driving, can't hit the runner. Ball fought for, and it's tied up between Jalea Davis and Brooklyn Delay. You talk about a couple of elite athletes going for a 50-50 ball. Arrow goes to the Junior Blues, though.
Yeah, nice.
Look at these
hustle.
2 strong girls. Wow. And, wow, Jalea landed on Brooklyn's head there. She stays out, though. 3-point lead in the basketball for the Lady Blues as they...
You just have to make an adjustment, though. If you're Coach Fritz, you have to make an adjustment. The entire second half, they've had 3 people on Jalea Davis. You got to run something that gets someone else an open look. Here's a run out.
Yeah, ahead now to the speedster Gregory. Her basketball skills are a little waning though. She's not so good at it. She's an elite athlete, track girl, soccer girl, but you see when she got in the open court there, had trouble with the dribble. Now Tenley Bunk with a foul for Rule. And that's not enough for a 1-and-1 yet. Still fouls to give for Kevin Borderwick's team, as they're only at 4 team fouls as Shaw. Blue Valley North running the offense down by 3. Middle of your fourth quarter. Winner gets the big trophy as Shaw missing the 3 badly. And Colgren with a rebound, and Chloe will take it across. Has her eyes up looking for a teammate. Finds Lutz.
You gotta get a stop right here if you're Blue Valley North. You kind of feel the momentum if they're able to score. North hasn't adjusted to the way they're being played, especially Jalea Davis on the defensive end.
By the way, Hink back out there, so she's okay after her fall, and then the bank by Colgren no good, and the ball is tied up. This time the arrow will go to Blue Valley North. So good to see Hink back out there after she kind of slipped and fell. And keep looking over there and seeing Zoe Canfield, and the thought she's having is not being able to play, sitting by her head coach, and you know she's just bummed out. I mean, when I got sad talking to her because I'm like, I feel so sorry for her that she can't play. But she'll be back next year and going to KU to play college basketball eventually. A grinders game, a rock fight, low scoring, not many points, so a 3 or a bucket here would be huge. Logan Parks, though, good insertion by Ann Fritz to get her back in. She's been the money in the last couple ball games with buckets. I'd let her get a shot off if I were Blue Valley North. She's screening. And now they go into Logan. Logan, she's been money.
She has been money. That was a great look inside. If you're going to triple team our best player, somebody's open. That time Parks, good job stepping through with the layup.
Logan Parks, Division I volleyball athlete, but she can play some basketball as well. Hink gets a step on the defender, and the layup is good. Kate Hink.
Yeah, you can't give up that easy of a basket.
Well, she saw an opening, and she's got elite speed as a soccer girl. And it seems like every time Blue Valley North gets close, Lady Blues have an answer. Shaw driving, scooping, and scoring.
Wow, what a shot. What a shot by Shaw. Nice running finger roll. Can you get a stop on the defensive end, though?
That's what they're looking for. Hink driving again, rejected by Tierra Davis.
And Hink is so aggressive going to that left side.
That's her strong side. She's a left-hander, and she just uses her elite speed. Lutz back to Hink. 1-point lead in the basketball state championship on the line. Kevin Borderwick wants a timeout for his Washburn Rule girl. There is Zoe right there, trying to keep everybody positive, keep pumping up her teammates. And she averages 12 points, 3 assists, or 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Had 12 last year's championship game. Had surgery a month ago, and she said she's ahead of schedule. And says it's so hard to watch.
Oh, man.
She cares so much for these girls and wants to be out there, but she can't. We wish her a speedy recovery. Like I said, I felt bad talking to her. She's just bummed out. You see that big brace. One day she came out with a big bag of ice on her knee. She'll be back in force, trust me. Big night for Logan Parks, 6-foot sophomore. Supposed to be a volleyball player that plays basketball. She's a pretty good basketball player as well.
Yeah, she really is, and she stepped up big tonight, especially when her team needed her most. Jalea Davis being triple teamed, and she's done a great job of just taking the shots that she's given as she's battled back and allowed her team to be within 1 with 2:05 remaining in the championship game.
This is anybody's ball game. Washburn Rule had the big lead in the second quarter of 14, but In a low-scoring rock fight like this, you never know. Backdoor cut and a foul underneath as they went sophomore to sophomore. Hink trying to set up her sophomore classmate, Tenley Bunk, and now Tenley will shoot free throws, 2, as they enjoy that 1-point lead. Tenley has a couple of big threes in the ball game. That's her 6 points. Averaging 9 points per game. One more coming. Once again, he's got a bunch of young players coming up for Washburn Rural. I heard not much size, but a lot of good-looking ninth graders coming for Kevin Bordewick in the guard classes. So 1 free throw, 2-point game. As Hale has it right wing. And the defense all over Jalea Davis, works through it, has it knocked free, and she is fouled and will shoot free throws. I believe it was Lutz with that help defense, got a hand in there and got the foul.
Well, I'm just glad they finally got the ball to her inside. If I'm Coach Fritz, I'm finding a way to get her the ball. Come off the post, get to the perimeter, just put the ball in your best player's hand and let her create.
Jalea, a 70% foul shooter, and hit. Now she's just 3 for 5 foul shooting tonight. And 0 for 2. A couple of big free throw misses there by the star Jalea Davis. As we're approaching 90 seconds to play, Washburn Rural 2-point lead in the basketball. Logan Parks playing out there with 4 fouls, has to be careful. But you got to lay it on the line here. This is your last ball game of the season. As Lutz dribbling out the clock. Now who do they want to foul and send to the line? And timeout, Washburn Rural. Ivy scoring by quarters. As now Washburn Rural after that timeout have 2 left. Blue Valley North will have 3 left, but early on, Blue Valley North really struggling offensively, and we saw the Lady Blues build that big lead at one point at 20-6. And as far as the second half goes, Blue Valley North make a comeback, and here's the 6A girls bracket. Shawnee Mission South, the #1 seed, got upset by the AC Blue Valley. Then Washburn Rural took them out in the semifinals. Derby made it to the semifinals after beating Olathe Northwest in a good ball game, and then Blue Valley North handled all those threes by Southeast, and then handled the McDonald's All-American Addie Brown, and they're here in the championship game, but they're trailing by 2 points. It'll be Washburn Rural with the basketball. Hank to play it in.
Got to get some pressure defensively if you're Blue Valley North. You can't allow them to try to run the clock out, and that's what they're looking to do.
Hank gets a step on Alverson. A couple of sophomores that are good athletes going at one another as Hank just dribbling out the clock. And now it'll be another timeout.
That should have been a 5 seconds. She never lost her off the dribble.
And Fritz was calling for, I believe she was yelling, but now she's going to have a talk with the
she's asking her, why wasn't that a 5 count? And she has a good argument for that. I mean, watch it. She never loses her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you see the official counting.
He's
then
counting, but it's 5 times, and he never makes the call. Wow. That definitely should have been a 5 count.
Alverson, who was guarding her, was a little frustrated because she felt like she was closely guarding it enough to get the 5 count, but instead it'll be 1 timeout left for the Lady Blues, leading by 2, under a minute to play for a 6A state championship. Lady Blues trying to repeat. Blue Valley North trying to win their first since 2005 and win #4 for Ann Fritz. Kevin Bordewick trying to win his 3rd. If you count his volleyball titles, it'd be 11. Here we go. Hank gets it into Delay, who's one of their better foul shooters. And Hank is now grabbed by Gregory. So it seemed like the direction was to keep it in Hank's hands. So Hank must be a pretty good foul shooter. Unfortunately, Kevin Bordewick does not hand out his free throw percentages. They're in some vault, Old Town, Topeka, and he's the only one that knows the combination. You ain't getting it. He doesn't give out his free throw percentages. And Hank can't hit. Well, here comes Logan Parks with those 4 fouls. There's the sophomore. Hank 0 for 3 foul shooting in this game. And now hits her first one. And now a 3 to tie it for Blue Valley North. Still a lot of time, though. You can probably get a 2 here. Logan Parks has had the hot hand. Logan gonna drive it, shoot over Brooklyn to lay it. Hit. All about Logan Parks here in the second half.
Man.
She hit huge buckets in their semifinal win against Derby. She's doing it again tonight here in Wichita.
And this is right over Brooklyn Delay. I don't think Brooklyn expected her to shoot that shot. That time got it to go, and she has stepped up huge tonight for the Mustangs.
Earlier, an EKL team takes home the state crown. Blue Valley Northwest got revenge on the team that beat them last year in the championship game as they win it 55-50. Congratulations to Coach Aaron Ime and the Huskies.
Yeah, Grant Stubblefield played a phenomenal
MVP,
game.
wasn't he?
Oh, for sure. 22 points, 6 rebounds, and averaging over 25 points a game through these state championship games. And hats off to Blue Valley Northwest.
Well, we got a ball game here, Michael. 1-point game, 33 seconds. Full court pressure by Blue Valley North. And they'll foul Hank again. Halverson just put 2 hands in her back and said, we'll take our chances. And Hank's 1 for 4 foul shooting. It seems like they've tried to get it to Hank, so I think Kevin Bordewick knows more about those stats in that dusty vault down in Old Town Topeka. Hank's a pretty good foul shooter. Well, not today, maybe. She's now 1 for 5.
Yeah, big, and there's a pressure situation with 31.8 seconds remaining. A lot of time to get a good shot off.
And no good. Jalea Davis has it. And now, do you call a timeout and set some up, or you just run it?
I think you call a timeout.
All right, Ann's going to call the timeout. And, yep, she wants to set it up. Who do you go to? Parks has been the hot hand, or do you go to the superstar, Jalea Davis, with all that defense around her?
I think you find a way to get it to Jalea Davis. She is a finisher. She's a winner. She's athletic, and she's going to go and get a bucket. All she needs is 1 bucket. Give it to your best player, but you got to get her moving. She's been still all night long. You have to get her moving to get the ball.
Or she could draw a foul and shoot free throws. She's that good. So Michael's going to go with the superstar. And the hot hand, though, has been Logan Parks. She's had the big buckets the last 2 nights when they really needed it. Playing with 4 fouls. And the girl that's the Division I volleyball athlete. But Ann Fritz, she's a salesperson. She'll get you talked into playing basketball because she knows Logan Parks is an elite athlete. And Logan's coming up big, but Michael says, let's go to the sophomore, Jalea Davis. She's got 2 players on her, and a 3rd player is coming over and helping. They are triple teaming her when the ball goes in her hands. Here's your ball game. 22 seconds for a 6A state crown. Logan Parks to inbound. Get it to Shaw, now to Davis. Davis to a cutting. Nyla Hale is fouled.
Nice pass.
And will shoot 2. And she's fouled by Lutz. But a lot of time left on the ticker. Washburn Rule is going to have a chance. Now Nyla Hale needs to hit free throws.
Oh, wow, knocks it down. Shot it like she meant it right there. No hesitation. She's dribbling, putting it up. Rhythm shot from the free throw line.
Tied at 34. This to take the lead. Nyla is money late. Here we go. 17 seconds. Lutz into the front court. Gets a high screen. Now Hallgren down the baseline. No. Rebounded by Jalea Davis. And Hale finding a teammate. We got a foul in the backcourt. And Blue Valley North still got 2.3. Starts their celebration on the court as Nyla Hale is fouled and will shoot free throws.
But your best player coming through with the night. Watch this. Watch Jalea Davis bother that shot and then get the rebound. Kicks it out to Hale, who just knocked down the free throw.
Well, Nyla Hale clutch at the free throw stripe. Jalea Davis blocking Karlgren on the baseline and
come
able
down
to run out the clock and get the foul, and now
come down to missed free throws. You see a lot of missed free throws by Washburn Rule.
8 for 19 on the game.
Man, that's the game right there. You hit 2 more, 3 more, it's a different ball game.
Blue Valley North not much better, 7 out of 13, but neither team,
they're hitting them when it counts, though.
Yep. Leading scorers in the ball game, Logan Parks for Blue Valley North, who's starting to feel it. You see a lot of smiles in that huddle now, as she has 12 points and 2 rebounds. Jalea Davis, 9 points, 3 rebounds. On the other side, Brooklyn DeLay, a double-double, 14 and 11. Now, don't celebrate too early. It's not in the hopper just yet, ladies. Seen some crazy stuff here. Those girls starting to feel it there. You see Zoe Canfield talking it over. Hale, free throw, no good. Still time. Brooklyn DeLay from beyond half court, and it's all over. Blue Valley North wins it.
Wow, what a comeback. Been down by as many as 13 in the first half, storming back in the second half to win the state championship by 1.
And Fritz gets number 4. And the first one was 25 years ago. Yes, that was in 1998. Some of her great teams. And then 25 years later, she picks up her 4th state title in a low-scoring rock fight here in Wichita against the defending state champs of Washburn Rule. Trust me, Ann's had some tough losses to Washburn Rule early on in her career. That was the Bill Annan days. But this time, it's a win for Blue Valley North in comeback fashion. Your final score, 35-34, 21-4 the record. And the 3 seed wins it as Dion's with the winning coach, Ann Fritz.
I'm here with Ann Fritz, and tell me, what a crazy second half. You guys just went the whole way, just grinded all the way. It wasn't pretty, but it was a good one.
No, we just kept trying to fight. That's all we could do. You know, I just told them to have some dog in them, and I don't know how we ended up. It's all a matter of the last second. We had 1 point up the first time all game, I think, so we'll take it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Ann Fritz got her family here. Ed Fritz with his 5 state titles. Ann inching closer, but how about the game for Logan Parks there in the second half? The volleyball star turned basketball star. Gets some big hoops. She is the team's leading scorer. And Blue Valley North, 6A state champs for 2023. And we're back with the Hy-Vee postgame and the medal ceremony right after this. And tears of joy here in Wichita for the Blue Valley North girls basketball team, a team that didn't even win the EKL. That's how tough the league is. And they get the come from behind victory as they win it 35-34. The runner-up trophy to Washburn Rule, the champions last year. And tears of sadness there on their side, but still a good run. They won the volleyball championship this past fall, and now The victors get the spoils here as the Blue Valley North girls will celebrate a championship. There's Ashley Alverson getting her medal, and she played a big part in this game, but I'm telling you, the girl I thought really saved the bacon of Blue Valley North was Logan Parks.
She did.
Her big buckets in the second half. And, I mean, she had big buckets in their semifinal win over Derby, too. So Logan Parks saves the day, and I'm sure when she comes out, there you hear it, the applause for her.
Nyla Hale.
Very good. Nyla Hale gets a nice round. Big free throws late, Michael.
Aubrey Shaw.
And Aubrey Shaw had a big bucket early on.
Number 24,
Jalea Davis, their money player, their superstar.
And number 34,
she came through with a big block
Davis.
late. And there's her sister.
Head coach Ann Fritz.
And Ann Fritz. Trophy number 4.
Now presenting.
That is awesome.
So a pretty good day for the EKL. I'm told St. Thomas Aquinas girls won, Blue Valley North girls won, Blue Valley Northwest boys won. I didn't hear about the Bishop Miege girls. They were playing down in Salina. Well, that's it. Blue Valley North, you are the 2023 state champions. You finished with a record of 21-4. Congratulations to Ann Fritz and the Mustangs. Thanks to all the folks at the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Thanks to our coaches, Ann Fritz and Kevin Bordewick. Our producers, Joe Novacek. For our broadcast crew, Michael Watson, Dion Clisso, Kevin White saying so long from Wichita and the girls 6A state championship. Congratulations, Blue Valley North Mustangs, 2023 state champions. Good night from Koch Arena in Wichita.